When I first saw images of this set, the Ninjago Tournament Temple City, I argued it might be the set of the summer. After buying it and building it, playing with it, having my kids play with it, and analyzing it, I would concede that I was wrong. This is the best set of the summer, and that is saying quite a bit given some of the prominent releases, such as Door, that have come out so far from Lego. So is this too bold of a claim to make? Well, find out why I think this and which set I compare this to favorably in this video. Okay, I get it that this is a very bold claim to make, and I will also concede that I do not own and have not built every Lego summer set in 2024. But I have hundreds of Lego sets ranging from small to large, and this set checks off every box that I care about when it comes to Lego. So let's walk through those and see if I can convince you of my argument. This set is packaged similarly to other large Lego sets, at least here in the United States. There's a box with flaps on either side in which you will find little space for air, bags of Lego pieces, and then a secondary white box with more bags, and then the cardboard insert with the instructions and stickers. I've seen that in some countries the packaging was a bit different, where you lift the top of the box off, there's a lip on the bottom edge of the box, and the bags are organized differently than what I have. But perhaps that's only in certain countries. So comment down below if you've seen these new types of boxes in your Lego sets. Now there are two instruction manuals, and while this set is very layered in its approach, you definitely can split up the build across multiple people. The 11 stickers that come with it did not really feel all that cumbersome. The only one I didn't like was the sticker that's placed across a large macaroni tile. But you know, I do have a thing about placing stickers on curved pieces. This is a 14+ set, which leads to a slightly different feel than an Icons or UCS set in that there is a bit higher emphasis placed on play features in addition to display. This set strikes a good balance between the two. The play features include a collapsible stalactite, a secret door, a working water wheel, an anvil, platforms for a water wheel battle, a punching bag, working pulley system that has a waffle inside the box, these power lines that can be used in all sorts of battles and play features, and even a boulder that can roll down the bridge or be dropped off a ledge. While this set does a nice job of balancing the play features and the rest of the set, I think, and I would argue, that for most adults, the value of a set doesn't come from the play features, but it comes from the pieces, the build experience, the minifigs, and of course, its display ability. So I'm going to focus on those aspects throughout the remainder of this review. Large sets like this often suffer from what I refer to as the Technic charade, which is when set designers use so many Technic pieces that you don't get many cool, highly usable pieces from an expensive set. One example of this is the Loop Coaster, which looks great, is a pain to carry around, a pain to display, and uses far too much Technic to find a lot of value in its pieces. But the Tournament Temple City is different. Just over 7% of its pieces are Technic, about 250 in total, with many of them providing structural support. The rest of the pieces are incredible, so much so that as great as this set looks on display, it is very tempting to take it apart and use these pieces in any sort of mock that I might be building over the next couple of months. Here is a little bit of an overview of some of the cool pieces that I have found in this set. The ingots that come in a variety of colors, plenty of plates, including these new rounded ones, various modified plates like this light blue 1x3 jumper, a variety of arches in useful colors, lots of snot bricks, snot plates, and slopes that are ideal for building rocks, a bunch of sand green pieces, which happens to be one of my favorite colors, and a lot of tiles, actually about 235 tiles. Some of the specific rare and new pieces include 1x2 modified wedge tiles that are new this year, 1x3 inverted tiles in dark blue for just the second time, corner door frames in dark blay for the first time, dark blue and dark brown 1x3 inverted arches, dark blue garage door sections, these dark blue windscreens here on the roof, the dark brown snot plates and larger plates that come in this set, dark red 1x1 plates with a bar handle, dark tan 1x2 groove pricks, these light aqua 1x1 by 2/3 bricks that have an open stud. Oddly enough, you have these medium lavender 1x1 cones that come for the second time ever, but they're filler pieces in the base, which I thought was interesting for Lego to do. You have 8 medium nougat 10x10 plates with cut corners that are brand new, this orange foliage, which looks fantastic, this pearl gold dragon head, which is brand new in this set. You have a weapon holder ring in reddish brown that is used for trees, which I think is really cool. Reddish orange leaves and flower pieces, which are brand new in 2024, and this trans light blue curved slope. All told, there are 3,489 pieces in this set, and many of them are extremely versatile and can work in a variety of mock contexts. I have no doubt that you will enjoy these pieces, whether you're enjoying the building process or your own creations. But speaking of the build process, let's talk about that next. All right, so this was an incredible build experience. I was never bored and it kept me entertained throughout. There were a couple of moments with light repetition, such as building the different wings to the base, as well as some of the windows here in the temple, but that was a very, very minor element to the set. A lot of it was brand new, and Lego did a great job of changing up how certain things were built. There are many impressive building techniques in this set, including using relatively little Technic pieces to achieve its overall structural strength, which I'll talk more about in a little bit. The use of 1x2 double slopes here for the dock, which is incredible. I loved how they put that together. You have the construction of the bridge, which utilizes some really nice snot technique, even though it is a very, very steep angle. The connection point of this upside down rock piece was really neat and surprised me how they did it. You also have some nuance in this walking path. Once you get past the bridge, I love how it splits apart and you've got this layered approach to the path. The snot rockwork all around the base is really, really cool and well done. The roof over the forge, which doesn't actually connect by studs, but still fits pretty snugly and works pretty well. The windows of the temple I thought were creative, especially on the top floor, because you use this 1x1 plate to connect it to the back of a headlight brick, which is a technique that Lego has used before, they don't use very often. I want to call special attention to the stream that flows out of the back of the set and along this gutter that's on the back of the forge, which is a super nice detail and I thought came together really nicely. Then there's how you place the temple on the base, which is offset by half a stud and is connected really nicely with some of these pieces for the table. There's also the red entrance gate, which uses a number of pieces that embrace snot techniques to seamlessly connect to the rest of the base. And finally, I have to give a shout out to the roof panels, which use a great technique to connect these 1x3 inverted tiles. The end result is a product that is very sturdy. So sturdy, you can pick it up fairly easily and not worry about it crumbling in your hands. So let's talk minifigs. This set comes with 13 minifigs as part of the storyline, and there's a statue which comes out to 14 total. Now, I will be the first to admit I don't buy Lego sets for the minifigs, but these were really impressive. Over half the minifigs have wonderfully detailed printing from top to bottom, including our 4 heroes, Lloyd, Zane, Cole, and Naya. Each of them comes with a sword holder on their back, which stores up to 2 blades, as well as their weapon of choice. Their back printing, despite being hidden by the sword holder, is detailed as well, and 3 of the 4 have double-sided head prints. Aaron and Wildfire have full printing, as do Lord Roz and Jordana. The latter 2, along with the Temple Guard, have shoulder armor that might be of use for those of you building castle minifigs. Another minifig, Mr. Pale, intrigues me quite a bit. He is appearing for the first time in a Lego set since an Agent set about a decade ago, and the character sports a sleek suit and mysterious face printing. While he does not have any printed legs, he does have printing on the back of his torso. Finally, we get 3 civilians, all of whom have double-sided heads and torsos, although no printing on their legs. Now, I'm on a bit of a castle kick right now and thought about using, in particular, the blacksmith's torso as a medieval minifig. All told, the minifigs are plentiful and interesting in the set, and for a $250 set, I think you're getting enough minifigs, and even though I don't watch the show, I think you fill out the set really nicely with the collection that is given to you here. As you should expect from a $250 Lego set, the Tournament Temple City holds its own on a display shelf. The combination of angles, snot, and contrasting colors help this set pop off the shelf, as does its sheer size. It's not too tall for a bookshelf, as you can see here next to, say, Ninjago City, nor is it too wide. It is, however, a bit deep. At 13 inches in depth, it will definitely hang off of a Billy shelf. What about displaying it next to other tall towers? Well, here it is between Barad-dûr and Orthanc, and it's definitely lacking in height in comparison to them. Yet, just like Rivendell, it makes up for it in length as it approaches 25 inches long. Now, if you or your friends are not Ninjago fans, it may not be as appealing of a display piece as a licensed set like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, but it still looks great. And of course, one of the questions I had when I first saw this set was how would it look next to the Ninjago City sets? And I have to say, it looks pretty good. Obviously, it doesn't come out of the box completely compatible with those sets because it's not modular in any way. However, there might be some ways to incorporate it into some sort of Ninjago City display if you have enough space and plenty of 1x2 trans light blue tiles. So is the Tournament Temple City worth $250? Well, I think the answer is absolutely. With almost 3,500 pieces, a fantastic build experience, great display piece, 14 minifigs, you're getting your money's worth if you have the $250 to spend. With all of that, it checks off every single checklist item that I have for a great Lego set. And that, by the way, is something I don't say lightly on this channel. Because we are not professional Lego YouTubers and we are middle class, we use our channel revenue to buy Lego sets. And so we do a lot of research on the sets that we buy, and we have to like them quite a bit. So our sets that we review, there's absolutely some selection bias in terms of we only get the ones that are going to be rated highly by us. That said, this one rises to a level above almost all of the other sets that we reviewed so far on this channel. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna give this set a 10 out of 10. I don't do that often. I've only done it a couple times. The Medieval Blacksmith, I don't even know if I gave the Lion Knight's Castle. I think I gave that a 10. And the one that I would compare this to, and that is Rivendell. Believe it or not, I know that might be a hot take, but hear me out, right? Rivendell is a fantastic set that uses similar angles, similar density in terms of how you set up the terrain, the rock work, the foundation for the set, as well as some of the creative building techniques. The way that it kept me entertained all the way throughout was very similar to Rivendell, and it's a much smaller set relative to that, but I think it's more affordable than the $500. At half the price, you get more than half the pieces, more than half the minifigs. I think it's a great set. So I actually think if you're not huge into Lord of the Rings and you are intrigued by Rivendell and you're looking for something to get that's not going to cost $500, this is a really good alternative. Of course, I understand that if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, this is not Rivendell, and it's not going to match that in terms of the value that it holds in your own heart and mind. But if you're looking for a build, don't have $500, but you could do $250, this is the way to go. So who would I recommend this set to? Anybody, any adult fan, anyone with the disposable income that is interested in everything, the best that Lego has to offer in the year 2024. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Tournament Temple City. If you did like it, make sure you like the video and subscribe, because I'll be taking a closer look at this set compared to the Ninjago City sets in a future video, and I'm sure you don't want to miss that. Thanks for watching, and always remember to keep building together.